Hi students, what you see in the world today is the creation of the mind. You know Wright brothers. When they invented the first aeroplane made of wood, it ran only 15 kilometers. The world was laughed at them. But in 1904, they made the first aeroplane, and from that, now we have jumbo jet, Airbus that can carry more than 1,000 people. From all this came from where? From mind. So mind is everything. If you want to have 100% mark, definitely first you create in your mind and then visualize it, then believe in it, and action will automatically come and you create your success.
Hi students, welcome to GT Transformation Training Center, T Rajan. Today we will learn about the similar triangles, and we will deal with only important and frequently asked questions. The questions are selected based on my experience of 23 years in teaching mathematics for CBSE students in Saudi Arabia. So let us do the first question. State and prove basic proportionality theorem. Very important. Most of the children will forget to write the statement. Read the question carefully, very important. If you don't write the statement, you are losing 1 mark. So what is the statement? In a triangle, this chapter and also this question is very simple Becheka question. A line is drawn parallel to one side, intersecting the other two sides at distinct points. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio, that is BPT, basic proportionality theorem. I repeat, in a triangle, a line parallel to one side, intersecting the other two sides at distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. What I said is, we can say this way: triangle ABC and a line drawn D is parallel to BC, right? Then intersecting at D and D, then AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Remember, D and E are not the midpoints. Could be here, D could be here or here also. So then, to prove that AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Clear? This is the statement. This is the first part of the question. I am carrying 1 mark. And the second part, so what is given? Given is triangle ABC, in which always write what is given. DE parallel to BC. Correct? Then to prove AD divided by DB equal to AE divided by EC. This is the one to prove. So given triangle ABC in which DE divided by DC, that is given. We have to prove AD divided by DB equal to AE by EC. The other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Becheka question. Now, construction. We need a construction. Draw EM perpendicular to. We are going to use area of a triangle. So area of a triangle, meaning we know half into base into altitude. So altitude is required. That is why we are drawing EM perpendicular to AB. Then DN DN perpendicular to AC, then two more small construction, join DC and BE. Join DC and BE. So this is the first part, and you will get 1 mark. Then we are going to prove it. Proof is very simple and do in a systematic way. First write given. In all geometry question you have to read the question, draw figure, write given, what is given, write to prove what, then if construction if any, then proof. This is the 4 steps involved in any or all geometry questions. Geometry is very easier than algebra. Now, proof. Very simple. We are going to use area of triangle. We know area of a triangle is equal to half into base into altitude, or we say half dx. The same concept we are going to use. That means this is the 7th standard method. So here you can see DE, two triangle DAE and another triangle DBE. I repeat, this is base. We are going to cover AB for two triangles, bases AD and DB, in which the altitude is EM. So triangle ADE, EM is the altitude, and triangle BDE is a scalar triangle, so the altitude is outside. EM, altitude is same. So just take the ratio of triangle. Area triangle DAE. As I told you, very simple question. Divided by area triangle bracket BD. So we covered AB. BDE equal to, we know, half base into altitude. And we half into AD into EM divided by half BD into EM is the same height, and this is cancelled, we get AD divided by BD. Equation number 1. Clear? Very simple 7th standard method. That is the reason I said Bechet. Now, area, another two triangles. So we covered this side, right? And now we are going to cover this side. So here are two triangles, AED, CED, correct? AED, CED. So AB and this will be covered. Take the ratio of triangle, area, AED, correct? Divided by area, ECD, area of triangle, ECD equal to, what is A is the base, half into AE into base. Base is what? What is altitude? Altitude is DN. So into DN divided by half, yes, ECD. What is the altitude again? DN. So into EC into DN. DN can same cancel. We are getting AE divided by EC. Equation number 2. Can we equate both? No, because LHS are not equal. We cannot equate. Now we know one thing. ADE and AED. ADE and AED in the numerator are equal. Correct? Now, I am taking your memory back to 9th standard. DE parallel to DC and triangle BDE, triangle ECD, or triangle DEB, triangle ECD have the same base CD, and lie between the area theorem, lie between the same parallels, therefore their areas are equal. We know, we studied in the last year 9th standard, that triangles having same base and lie between the same parallels are of equal area. We are going to use that. So since triangle DEB and triangle, tell me, ECD have common base. What is common base? D. This point you have to write. Okay? D and lie between the same between D and BC, or you can say parallels, same parallels. Correct? Therefore, area, tell me, BED, area of triangle BED equal to area ECD, equation number 3. And we know in the first and second when numerators are equal, correct? The numerators of both are equal, and here the denominators are equal. Now you just combine first, second and third. You can write, you will write the answer. No need for the proof. Just to say from 1, 2 and 3. From 1, 2 and 3. Tell me, you are getting the answer. AD divided by BD equal to AE divided by EC. In the first one numerators are equal, and here the denominators are also equal. The reason you already know, AD divided by BD equal to AE divided by BD, hence proved. That means in a triangle, always remember the statement, a line parallel to one side intersecting the other two sides are, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That is the proof, and this is enough to be written for 4 marks. The first question, the important question, this is also a question from the textbook. Prove that the diagonals of a trapezium intersect each other in the same ratio. Diagonals of a trapezium are divided in the same ratio. And one more question also there. So this is a question which is coming frequently for the exam. So what is given? We are given a trapezium. Trapezium ABCD. In which we can say, let us draw a trapezium. A, B, C, D, and diagonals AO and diagonals AC and BD. So let us know the first important question from this chapter. This is a textbook question also, which is coming frequently for the exam. Prove that the diagonals of a trapezium intersect each other in the same ratio, or diagonals of a trapezium prove that they are in the same ratio, they are divided in the same ratio. Clear? Question very simple. We are given a trapezium and the diagonal intersect each other at O. Prove that AO by OC equal to OB by OD. This is the one we have to prove by using basic proportionality theorem. Now, what is given? First thing, read the question. The trapezium ABCD in which diagonals AC and BD intersect at O. This is given. In geometry, 90% things are given in the question. That is why geometry is easy. 90% things are given in the question. And then to prove, what to prove? To prove, very simple, AO by OC equal to OB by OD. This is the one. Diagonals are divided in the same ratio. Clear? Now we need a small construction. So first given, then to prove, then construction. Through O, draw EF parallel to DC. So through O, draw EF parallel to DC. Clear? So that is the construction part. Basic question. Now prove, very simple. We know basic proportionality theorem. Now consider triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, what is given first? EO parallel to DC, correct? Why? By construction, we constructed. By construction. Write the reason for each step in geometry, otherwise you will be using your mark. So OE parallel to DC by construction, and we know basic proportionality theorem. In a triangle, a line parallel to one side will divide the other two sides in the same ratio. Therefore, we know AE by ED equal to AO by OC. Equation number 1, write the reason again, by BPT. Clear? By BPT. Now we have another triangle. In triangle ABC, what is given? OF parallel to AB. Why? Because since AB parallel to DC parallel to EF, or you can say EF parallel to DC, DC parallel to AB, therefore OF parallel to AB. Lines that are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. You can write the reason like this, not enough, no problem. Now in triangle ABC, OF parallel to AB, correct? Therefore we know in triangle DAB, correct? EO or OE parallel to AB. In triangle DAB, OE parallel to AB, since AB parallel to DC and parallel to EF by construction. Or you can say AB parallel to DC, right? And EF parallel to DC by construction. Therefore, EO parallel to AB, lines that are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. That is a condition. But enough. This is enough. Now, in triangle ABD, EO parallel to AB, correct? Or OE parallel to AB, we know basic proportionality theorem. That is AE divided by ED. AE divided by E equal to OB divided by OD. Equation number 2. BPT. In a triangle, a line parallel to one side intersecting the other two sides at distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. And from 1 and 2, very simple question. From 1 and 2 we can see that the LHS are equal to, so right away you write the answer. From 1 and 2, AE by D, LHS are equal for 2 equations. Therefore, RHS will be equal, that means OB by OD equal to OA by OC, or you can interchange also, it is called alternando. You will get the textbook answer. Clear? So, this is very, very simple question, check question, and concept is what? If diagonals of it, don't forget, diagonals of a trapezium are divided in the same ratio if they intersect at a point O. The diagonals of a trapezium are divided in the same ratio, and we have question to do also from this concept. Clear? Simple? Betcha. Let us do one more question from this exercise. Very important, this question comes always for the exam. The question is this: in a trapezium, show that any line drawn parallel to its parallel sides divides the non-parallel sides in the same ratio. Or in other words, we can say that prove that the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are also divided in the same ratio by using BPT. Here, ABCD is a parallelogram, trapezium, and EF parallel to AB as well as DC. That is given, correct? We have to prove that AE divided by ED equal to BF divided by FC. Very simple, Betchega question. AE divided by ED equal to BF divided by FC. Let us do how. So, read question, answer is already in the question itself. So, what is given? Given is equal to, yes, trapezium ABCD in which AB parallel to CD parallel to EF. This is given. This is only given. Then to prove, yes, we have to prove that AE divided by ED is equal to the BF divided by FC, that is non-parallel sides of the parallelograms are also divided in the same ratio. Just a small construction. Yes, join AC intersecting EF at O. Very simple. Join AC to intersect or intersecting AC at O. Correct? This is the construction. Then proof. Very simple proof. We know in triangle ABC, right? EO parallel to DC because EF parallel to DC given. Correct? And we know that by BPT in a triangle, a line parallel to one side intersecting the other two sides in the at distinct points, then the other two sides, that is AD and AC, are divided in the same ratio. Very simple. So now in triangle, correct? ADC. Tell me EO parallel to DC since EF parallel to DC. That is the reason. Always right reason for each step. Therefore, we can say AE by ED is equal to AO by CO or OC. Equation number 1 by BPT. Clear? Now we go for the next one. In triangle ABC, OF parallel to AB because EF parallel to AB given, right? So in triangle ABC, right? OF, everything is given in the question. OF parallel to AB since, tell me, EF parallel to AB, correct? Therefore, we know ABC, OF parallel, a line parallel to ED intersecting at O and F are divided in the same ratio. Therefore, we can say, yes, BF divided by FC equal to OA divided by OC or AO divided by OC. Equation number 2 by BPT. Correct? And from 1 and 2, we are getting the answer because LHS of two equations are equal, then RHS are equal. Then just write the answer. It's a 2 marks question from 1 and 2. Answer OA, AE, by ED is equal to BF by FC. That means the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are divided in the same ratio is proved by BPT. Very simple and very simple. I believe you understood. Clear?